Breathe when it hits, don't move too fast. The moment decides who's built to last. I learned early that chaos arrives without warning or sound. It doesn't ask if you're ready, it just slams into the ground. Impact revealed my habits, every weakness stood tall. When pressure knocked without mercy, I learned how instincts fall. I used to react with noise, with anger sharpened by fear, but reaction fed the collision and kept danger near. So I studied the moment of impact, the second where most lose control. I realized calm is a weapon when the weight takes its toll. Shock test breath, heat test mind. What stays calm, redefine. Calm under impact, steady and clear. When the ground shakes, I stay here. Calm under impact, no wasted force. I don't fight the hit, I got its course. Calm under impact, cold control. Pressure bends when I hold. I watched others shatter loudly at the first sign of strain, confusing motion with progress and chaos with pain. But movement without direction only spreads the fracture wide. I learned stillness at the core is where outcomes decide. Every impact carries data, if you don't panic or flee. It teaches timing and leverage and what strength needs to be. So I slowed my reactions, trained patience under load. Let clarity rise naturally instead of panic mode. Still breath, sharp sight, calm, survive, impact. Calm under impact, unshaken frame. The storm doesn't own me, I remain. Calm under impact, exact and tight. What breaks others builds my sight. Calm under impact, no display. Power doesn't scream, it stays. I realize the mind sets gravity long before the hit lands. Expectation shapes the force that your body understands. When I anticipated collapse, everything felt heavier. When I anticipated control, the pressure felt steadier. I stopped imagining failure, stopped rehearsing retreat. I pictured stability holding no matter the heat. The outer world nearer posture without promise or sign. What I stabilize internally stabilized over time. No rush, no fear. Impact slows when I'm clear. Impact became familiar, not comfortable but known. It respected preparation and exposed what wasn't grown. I learned control isn't stiffness, it's flexibility with rule. To absorb without breaking and redirect the pull. I didn't harden my emotions, I organized my response. So when pressure demanded chaos, I answered with stance. Every collision refined me instead of wearing me thin. Because calm isn't passive, it's discipline within. Order holds when stress attacks. Calm besides what snaps. Calm under impact, grounded breath. I don't rush toward death. Calm under impact, clear intent. I don't lose shape, I bend. Calm under impact, final say. The hit doesn't rule me, I stay. I train for the moment when everything moves fast, by mastering stillness before impact arrives. I learned how attention feeds outcomes without effort or plea. The calmer my inner state, the cleaner reality. Not magic, not chance, just alignment and work. The less resistance inside me, the less chaos lurk. Pressure adjusted its angle when it met composure. Like force loses dominance against structured exposure. Expectation leaves the scene. What you hold intervenes. Calm under impact, no disguise. The strongest response is precise. Calm under impact, held tight when panic fades. I write. Calm under impact, stand firm. What doesn't break me learns. Now impact visits often, but it doesn't surprise. It recognizes familiarity in my eyes. I don't brace with tension, I align with the weight. Let it pass through structure instead of tempting fate. I stop fighting reality, stop wishing it mild. I shape myself to meet it, focus, stable, dial. respected, a centered pace. Calm under impact, final form, not shaken by shock or storm. Calm under impact, clear mind, what I sustain inside defines. Calm under impact, remain, the hit reveals power, not pain. Rest feels warm, but it fades fast. Comfort smiles and stabs your back. I search for safety in familiar ground, where nothing questioned my breath, but comfort only whispered lies and slowly negotiated death. The days felt soft, the nights felt numb. Time slipped without a sound. I wasn't falling or failing yet, just slowly shrinking down. I mistook stillness for balance, silence for peace of mind, until I noticed the mirror was erasing who I was inside. Comfort never asked for effort, never tested my core. It asked me to stay exactly the same and promise nothing more. Ease doesn't heal, it delays growth, waits where fear stays. No refuge in comfort, no shelter in ease. What feels like safety still degrees. No refuge in comfort, it's soft as your stance. You don't lose the war, you lose the chance. No refuge in comfort, truth stays cold. Strength isn't found where it's controlled. I watch ambition dull its edge under padded routine, where repetition lacked intention and effort stayed unseen. Comfort fed excuses quietly, wrapped in reasonable tone, until I couldn't tell the difference between rest and overthrown. The weight I avoided returned as regret, dressed in time, and the version I delayed becoming stayed locked behind my mind. I learned the cost of waiting is paid in silent decay. Nothing collapses suddenly, it dissolves day by day. Delay breeds rust, stillness lies, what isn't challenged dies. No refuge in comfort, no ground to stand. It trades your future for a softer plan. No refuge in comfort, it feels kind until you notice you're left behind. No refuge in comfort, no disguise, the price is paid with closed eyes. I chose discomfort deliberately, not reckless but awake. I let pressure rewrite my posture and friction reshape. The resistance felt immediate, sharp Unforgiving, real, but at least it spoke honestly about what I could feel. Every step into difficulty returned something lost. Focus, sharpened direction, and effort remembered its cost. I noticed how intention pulled outcomes without force or demand. The more exact my inner state, the more the world seemed planned. No escape, no ease, just alignment and need. Comfort never reflected my standards, it only mirrored fear. But challenge reflected my discipline and made direction clear. I stopped asking for reassurance, stopped waiting for signs. I trusted consistent action to negotiate with time. The world responded subtly, no applause, no cue, but opportunity aligned naturally with what I continue to do. What I focused on expanding, not magically, just true. Because effort repeated daily eventually pushed through. Still mine, firm ground, what's aligned is found. No refuge in comfort, only delay. Strength is forged in the way. No refuge in comfort, it feels safe until you realize it reshaped your shape. No refuge in comfort, go back. What resists you pushes you back. I train myself to stay steady when knees try to return it. Offered relief from pressure but demanded I learn. I chose strain with intention, chose effort over calm. Because peace without purpose is a subtle harm. The discomfort didn't disappear, it learned to cooperate. As if resistance respected a posture that wouldn't break. I noticed the less I chase results, the more they align. Like the world waited for clarity before responding in kind. Expectation bends the feel. What you embody is revealed. No refuge in comfort, stand exact. Reality answers to act. No refuge in comfort, clear sight, ease dulls the blade of fight. No refuge in comfort, remain. Pressure doesn't destroy, it trains. Now comfort passes by quietly and I don't reach for its hand. I've learned ease has a price, that's strength. I don't reject rest or recovery, I just refuse to stay. Because stagnation wears a mask that pretends it's okay. The challenge still greets me daily, but it knows my stance. I don't flinch at resistance, sharpened through chance. What once scared me into hiding now confirms I'm alive. Because difficulty only appears where growth is designed. No refuge in comfort, final truth. Nothing grows without proof. No refuge in comfort, hold firm. The future answers to turn. No refuge in comfort, stand tall. What you repeatedly choose becomes all. Comfort won't save you, but discipline will.
It feels heavy, you're close. If it feels sharp, you're away.
I wasn't shaped by approval or comfort handed with ease. I was formed in the friction between refusal and need. Every door to stay locked, taught my hands how to push. Every moment ignored, taught my spine how to look. I learned early the world doesn't bend for intent alone. It responds to posture, to what's silently shown. Resistance followed my steps, like it knew my design. As the pressure recognized something dangerous in my mind.
Tension reveals what's true.
Designed for resistance, not to collapse. Every barrier sharp in my path. Designed for resistance, built to remain. I don't fold under pressure, I train. Designed for resistance, standing exact. What pushes against comfort in delay, calling patience a weakness, calling discipline pain. But resistance doesn't negotiate, it demands a response. And avoidance only teaches it where you're weakest at once. So I stay where it hurt, stay where doubt was loud, because growth hides precisely where escape feels allowed. Every setback map patterns, every failure refined. I stop seeing opposition as something misaligned. What you confront transforms, what you avoid perform. Designed for resistance, cold and aware. I don't curse the way I prepare. Designed for resistance, slow control. I let pressure carve my role. Designed for resistance, clear sight. I don't fear the dark, I ride. I learn persistence, listens, it studies your routine. It grows louder with inconsistency and quiet when you clean. It mirrors your inner standards, exposes where you lie between what you repeat daily and what you claim to try. So I refine my attention, gave it structure and time. I stopped feeding distraction and the noise lost its spine. The resistance didn't vanish, it changed how it appeared. It stopped feeling like punishment and started feeling engineered. No chaos, no rush, just pressure I trust. I stopped expecting relief, stopped hoping for signs. I noticed results follow rhythm, not wishes or cries. The more stable my actions, the less resistance attacked. As if reality adjusted to the discipline intact. Nothing sudden, nothing flashy, just alignment at work. I stayed consistent long enough for outcomes to emerge. Resistance came confirmation, not something to flee. Every obstacle confirmed this path was meant for me. Alignment speaks without sound, what's rooted deep stays ground. Designed for resistance, no disguise. I don't waste energy on why. Designed for resistance, still infirm. I let repetition confirm. Designed for resistance, endures. What stands against me succumb. I train myself to stay composed when urgency screams, because reaction feeds resistance and focus redeems. I learn how expectation shapes what unfolds in front of sight. The steadier my internal state, the cleaner the fight. I didn't chase outcomes, I adjusted position, and resistance responded by shifting its condition. What once blocked every step, now redirected force. Resistance became the current I used to set course. In a state sets frame, resistance reflects name. Designed for resistance, held tight. I don't ask for ease, I ignite. Designed for resistance, measure breath. Pressure trains me, not death. Designed for resistance, so well. What pushes back is fair. Now resistance greets me daily like it knows the routine. Says consistency first, not strength or speed. I don't rush to overpower, I refine my stance, because resistance collapses when it can't disrupt balance. I stop seeing walls as limits, their instructions and shape. Teaching leverage, timing, and where to apply weight. What once felt like opposition now feels like design, as if resistance was always meant to sharpen the line. Designed for resistance, final form. I don't seek shelter from storm. Designed for resistance, calm and clear. What stands against me is here. Designed for resistance, by intent. The pressure confirms who I'm meant. Designed for resistance, by intent. The cushion performs who I'm meant. If it resists you, it's because you're built for it.
No comfort speaks here, no gentle sign, only weight on the chest, teaching time. I didn't learn from ease or applause. I learned when breath felt tight, when every option narrowed down to standing and losing the fight. Pressure didn't ask permission, it arrived exact and cold, testing every weak assumption, every promise I once sold. I thought strength meant resistance, pushing hard without control, until pressure showed me fractures hidden deep inside the mold. Every crack revealed a lesson, every strain exposed a flaw, not to shame me or to end me, but to show me what to draw. Weight reveals what words conceal, pressure shows what's real. Pressure is the teacher, it doesn't lie, it strips the mask you try to hide. Pressure is the teacher, cold and exact, it trains the mind before the act. Pressure is the teacher, it stays near until the lesson becomes clear. I watched others curse the pressure, call it unfair, call it wrong, but avoidance breeds collapse and complaint never lasts long. I chose to study every moment where resistance met demand, because friction leaves information if you're willing to understand. The weight sharpened my attention, forced my focus into place. Every second under tension reshaped my inner pace. I noticed patterns forming slowly between thought, action, and return. What I held with consistency began quietly to earn. Focus feeds what grows, the mind decides what shows. Pressure is a teacher, no excuse, it exposes intent in use. Pressure is a teacher, no delay, it answers truth right away. Pressure is a teacher, unkind until discipline aligns. Island pressure doesn't break you, it magnifies what's there. If discipline is absent, chaos fills the air. If patience lacks structure and pulse takes the lead, pressure doesn't create weakness, it reveals what you feed. So I trained under silence, no audience, no relief, letting repetition carve belief where doubt used to speak. Each cycle strengthened awareness, each failure taught restraint. Pressure stopped being punishment when I stopped calling it pain. No mercy, no blame, just feedback and flame. I learned how expectation shapes reality without forcing or demand. The more stable my posture, the more the world began to stand. Not because luck intervened or favor chose my side, but because consistency rewrote what I supplied. Pressure refined my perception, slow reaction to response. I stopped swinging in shadows and started choosing my stance. What once felt overwhelming now felt precise and fair. Pressure didn't grow lighter, I simply grew prepared. Still mine, clear sight, pressure bends to right. Pressure is the teacher, it stays until behavior changes ways. Pressure is the teacher, no rest, it trains endurance, not request. Pressure is the teacher, defining rewards, alignment in time. I stopped craving easy days, they taught me nothing true. I learned more from constraint than from comfort ever knew. Pressure demanded structure and I answered with control. I gave discipline direction and patience took its role. The way respected boundaries when I stopped trying to flee. It stopped chasing resistance when I learned how to be. I noticed how outcomes follow those who stayed exact, not emotional or reactive, but precise in every act. Reaction drains, command remains, pressure obeys, train. Pressure is a teacher, coming slow, it shapes direction you don't know. Pressure is a teacher, still near until intention is clear. Pressure is a teacher, by design, it reflects what's held inside. Now breeds me daily, but it doesn't intimidate. It recognizes discipline, adjusts its weight. I don't rush outcomes, I don't force the door. I let alignment handle timing like it's done before. What I focus on expands without words or plea. Pressure simply organizes what I choose to see. I don't ask for easier paths, I ask for sharper sight. Because pressure's only cruel when you refuse the fight. Pressure is the teacher, final test. It reveals the core, not the rest. Pressure is the teacher, standing firm. It turns experience into form. Pressure is the teacher, still here until mastery appears. Pressure never left. I just learned how to listen.
No lights stay on for this, no hands will clap. If you walk this path, you walk it intact. I learned early that silence weighs more than noise that fades overnight. That the loudest victories often ride while quiet ones sharpen the fight. No one cheered when I chose restraint, over comfort, over ease. No one noticed the nights I stayed still, why'd I beg me to release? I watched the world reward shortcuts to confuse attention with proof. But attention is fickle and hungry, it feeds and abandons the truth. So I built something invisible while others chase sound and shine. I stay loyal to repetition and let time recognize. No echo, no praise, just pressure. Strength without applause doesn't ask to be seen, and it grows in the dark, sharp and clean. Strength without applause holds its ground. It doesn't need noise to make a sound. Strength without applause still remains when the lights disappear and the room feels plain. I learned discipline doesn't announce when it enters the room. It works quietly in the background, turning patience into a weapon you assume. I stopped measuring progress by approval or nods. Started watching alignment between actions and thoughts. Every thought became deliberate, every word learned its weight. I noticed the world lean closer when I focused instead of debating. Nothing mystical, nothing sudden, just patterns responding to intent. What I rehearsed internally became the environment I was in. Attention pulls, reality bends. What you sustain, extend. Strength without applause is calm, not loud. It doesn't beg for approval from the crowd. Strength without applause stays exact. It moves with purpose, not react. Strength without applause is precise. It doesn't need witnesses to rise. There were moments my resolve cracked, but never enough to collapse. I learned the difference between bending and letting go of the map. I stopped explaining my vision to ears that only hear doubt. Because clarity grows fragile when it's constantly let out. The strongest phases of growth happened unseen, unrecorded. When effort stacked in silence and patience stay coordinated. I learned momentum doesn't scream, it hums, it repeats. And over time, repetition turns resistance obsolete. No audience, no reward, just standards I can't ignore. I train myself to find value in effort with no return. Because endurance is built when nothing external confirms. I notice how outcomes follow those who hold form the longest. Not the fastest, not the loudest, but the ones who remain honest. I stay consistent when motivation faded. Stay still when impulse screamed. Because what I fed daily began feeding back my dreams. The world mirrored my posture without explanation. The sign what I carried internally started reflecting in time. No chase, no plea. Stability at times, what should be. Strength without applause stands alone. It doesn't fracture when unknown. Strength
command. I stopped asking for recognition, stopped demanding proof. I trusted alignment with speaking the language immune to truth. I watched doubt lose its authority when ignored consistently, cause fear survives on attention, not inevitability. I replaced reaction with observation, impulse with delay, and learn how control reshapes outcomes in subtle ways. Nothing flashy, nothing forced, just precision applied. And slowly the space around me started to comply. What you expect, you invite. What you embody, ignite. Strength without a pause, unmoved, it doesn't crumble when removed. Strength without applause, holds form, it isn't dependent on score. Strength without applause is complete. It doesn't require a seed. Requires certainty, not hard and just clear. I don't need validation to know why I'm here. The pressure still shows up daily, but it recognizes restraint, because strength itself governed doesn't need to explain. I don't reject desire, I just place it in line, so it serves intention instead of wasting time. What once needed approval now stands on its own, because real power stabilizes when grown alone. Strength without applause, final state, unbothered by absence or wait. Strength without applause stays aligned with discipline inside defined. Strength without applause and yours was built in silence, secure with no one sees it, it still counts. Breathe when it hits, don't move too fast. The moment decides who's built to last. I learned early that chaos arrives without warning a sound. It doesn't ask if you're ready, it just slams into the ground. Impact revealed my habits, every weakness stood tall. When pressure knocked without mercy, I learned how instincts fall. I used to react with noise, with anger sharpened by fear, but reaction fed the collision and kept danger near. So I studied the moment of impact, the second when most lose control. I realized calm is a weapon when the weight takes its toll. Shock tests breath, heat tests mind. What stays calm, redefine. Calm under impact, steady and clear. When the ground shakes, I stay here. Calm under impact, no wasted force. I don't fight the hit, I guide its course. Calm under impact, cold control. Pressure bends when I hold. I watched others shatter loudly at the first sign of strain. Confuse emotion with progress and chaos with pain. But movement without direction only spreads the fracture wide. I learned stillness at the core is where outcomes decide. Every impact carries data, if you don't panic or flee. It teaches timing and leverage and where strength needs to be. So I slow my reactions, train patience under load. Let clarity rise naturally instead of panic mode. Still bread, sharp sight, calm survives. Impact. Calm under impact, unshaken frame. The storm doesn't own me, I remain. Calm under impact, exact and tight. What breaks others builds my sight. Calm under impact, no display. Power doesn't scream, it stays. I realized the mindset's gravity long before the hit lands. Expectation shapes the force that your body understands. When I anticipated collapse, everything felt heavier. When I anticipated control, the pressure felt steadier. I stopped imagining failure, stopped rehearsing retreat. I pictured stability holding no matter the heat. The outer world mirrored posture without promise or sign. When I stabilized internally, stabilized over time. No rush,
separation and expose what wasn't grown. I learned control isn't stiffness, it's flexibility with rule, to absorb without breaking and redirect the pull. I didn't harden my emotions, I organized my response. So when pressure demanded chaos, I answered with stance. Every collision refined me instead of wearing me thin. Because calm isn't passive, it's discipline within. Order holds when stress attacks. Calm decides what snaps. Calm under impact, grounded breath. I don't rush toward death. Calm under impact, clear intent. I don't lose shape, I bend. Calm under impact, final say. The hit doesn't rule me, I stay. I train for the moment when everything moves fast, by mastering stillness before impact arrives. I learned how attention feeds outcomes without effort or plea. The calmer my inner state, the cleaner reality. Not magic, not chance, just alignment at work. The less resistance inside me, the less chaos lurk. Pressure adjusted its angle when it met composure. Like force loses dominance against structured exposure. Expectation leads the scene. What you hold intervenes. Calm under impact, no disguise. The strongest response is precise. Calm under impact, held tight when panic fades. Alright. Calm under impact, stand firm. What doesn't break me lurks. Now impact visits often, but it doesn't surprise. It recognizes familiarity in my eyes. I don't brace with tension, I align with the weight. Let it pass through structure instead of tempting fate. I stop fighting reality, stop wishing it mild. I shape myself to meet it. Focus, stable, dial. The more I embody control, the less resistance I faced. As if the world respected a centered pace. Calm under impact, final form, not shaken by shock or storm. Calm under impact, clear mind. What I sustain inside defines. Calm under impact, remain. The hit reveals power, not pain. The impact didn't change me, it showed me who I am. Rest feels warm, but it fades fast. Comfort smiles, then stabs your back.
I search for safety in familiar ground, where nothing questioned my breath, but comfort only whispered lies and slowly negotiated death. The days felt soft, the nights felt numb. Time slipped without a sound. I wasn't falling or failing yet, just slowly shrinking down. I mistook stillness for balance, silence for peace of mind, until I noticed the mirror was erasing who I was inside. Comfort never asked for effort, never tested my core. It asked me to stay exactly the same and promise nothing more. Ease doesn't heal, it delays. Growth waits where fear stays.
No refuge in comfort, no shelter in ease. What feels like safety steals degrees. No refuge in comfort, it softens your stance. You don't lose the war, you lose the chance. No refuge in comfort, truth stays cold. Strength isn't found where it's controlled.
I watch ambition dull its edge under padded routine, where repetition lacked intention and effort stayed unseen. Comfort fed excuses quietly wrapped in reasonable tone, until I couldn't tell the difference between rest and overthrown. The weight I avoided returned as regret dressed in time, and the version I delayed become and stay locked behind my mind. I learned the cost of waiting is paid in silent decay. Nothing collapses suddenly, it dissolves day by day. Delay, breeze, rush, stillness lies. What isn't challenged
my posture and friction reshape. The resistance felt immediate, sharp and forgiving real, but at least it spoke honestly about what I could feel. Every step into difficulty returned something lost. Focus, sharp in direction, and never remembered its cost. I noticed how intention pulled out comes with a force or demand. The more exact my inner state, the more the world seemed planned. No escape, no ease, just alignment and ease.
Comfort never reflected my standards, it only mirrored fear. But challenge reflected my discipline and made direction clear. I stopped asking for reassurance, stopped waiting for signs. I trusted consistent action to negotiate with time. The world responded subtly, no applause, no cue, but opportunity aligned naturally with what I continue to do. What I focused on expanded, not magically just true, because effort repeated daily eventually pushed through. Still mind, firm ground, what's aligned is found.
No refuge in comfort, only delays. Strength is forged in the way. No refuge in comfort, it feels safe until you realize it reshaped your shape. No refuge in comfort, cold fact. What resists you pushes you back.
I train myself to stay steady when needs try to return. It offered relief from pressure, but demanded I unlearn. I chose strain with attention, chose effort over calm, because peace without purpose is a subtle harm. The discomfort didn't disappear, it learned to cooperate. As if resistance respected a posture that wouldn't break. I noticed the less I chase results, the more they align. Like the world waited for clarity before responding in kind.
Expectation bends the field while you embodies revealed.
No refuge in comfort, stand exact. Reality answers to act. No refuge in comfort, clear sight. Each dulls the blade of fight. No refuge in comfort, remain. Pressure doesn't destroy, it trains.
Now comfort passes by quietly and I don't reach for its hand. I've learned ease has a price that strength understands. I don't reject rest or recovery, I just refuse to stay, because stagnation wears a mask that pretends it's okay. The challenge still greets me daily, but it knows my stance. I don't flinch at resistance, I sharpen through chance. What once scared me into hiding now confirms I'm aligned, because difficulty only appears where growth is designed. No refuge in comfort, final truth. Nothing grows without proof. No refuge in comfort, hold firm. The future answers to term. No refuge in comfort, stand tall. What you repeatedly choose becomes all.
Comfort won't save you, but discipline will.
If it feels heavy, you're close. If it feels sharp, you're awake. I wasn't shaped by approval or comfort handed with ease. I was formed in the friction between refusal and need. Every door that stayed locked told my hands how to push. Every moment ignored told my spine how to look. I learned early the world doesn't bend
stand for intent alone. It responds to posture, to what's silently shown. Resistance follow my steps, like it knew my design. As if pressure recognized something dangerous in my mind. Intention reveals what's true. Resistance test, designed for resistance, not to collapse. Every barrier sharpened my path. Designed for resistance, built to remain. I don't fold under pressure, I train. Designed for resistance, standing exact. What pushes against me, pushes me back. I watch others negotiate with comfort and delay, calling patience a weakness, calling discipline pain. But resistance doesn't negotiate, it demands a response. And avoidance only teaches it where you're weakest at once. So I stay where it hurt, stay where doubt was loud. Because growth hides precisely where escape feels allowed. Every setback map patterns, every failure refined. I stop seeing opposition as something misaligned. What you confront transforms, what you avoid performs. Designed for resistance, cold and aware. I don't curse the weight, I prepare. Designed for resistance, slow control. I let pressure calm my road. Designed for resistance, clear sight. I don't fear the dark. Alright, I learn resistance listens. It studies your routine. It grows louder with inconsistency. Quiet when you're clean. It mirrors your inner standards. Exposes where you lie between what you repeat daily and what you claim to try. So I refined my attention, gave it structure and time. I stopped feeding distraction, and the noise lost its spine. The resistance didn't vanish, it changed how it appeared. It stopped feeling like punishment, started feeling engineered. No chaos, no rush, just pressure I trust. I stopped expecting relief, stopped hoping for signs. I noticed results follow rhythm, not wishes or cries. The more stable my actions, the less resistance to attack. As if reality adjusted to the discipline intact. Nothing sudden, nothing flashy, just alignment at work. I stayed consistent long enough for outcomes to emerge. Resistance became confirmation, not something to flee. Every obstacle confirmed this path was meant for me. Alignment speaks without sound. What's rooted deep stays. Designed for resistance, no disguise. I don't waste energy on why. Designed for resistance, still infirm. I let repetition confirm. Designed for resistance, what is against me secures. I train myself to stay composed when urgency scream. Because reaction feeds resistance and focus redeems. I learned how expectation shapes what unfolds in front of sight. The steadier my internal state, the cleaner the fight. I didn't chase outcomes, I adjusted position. And resistance responded by shifting its condition. What once blocked every step, now redirected force. Resistance became the current I used to set course. Free to stay, says free. Resistance reflects name. Designed for resistance, held tight. I don't ask for ease, I ignite. Designed for resistance, measured breath. Pressure trains me, not death. Designed for resistance, aware. What pushes back is fair. Now resistance greets me daily like it knows a routine. It tests consistency first, not strength or speed. I don't rush to overpower, I refine my stance. Because resistance collapses when it can't disrupt balance. I stop seeing walls as limits, their instructions and shape. Teaching leverage, timing, and where to apply weight. What once felt like opposition now feels like design. As if resistance was always meant to sharpen the line. Designed for resistance, final form. I don't seek shelter from storm. Designed for resistance, calm and clear. What stands against me is here. Designed for resistance by intent. The pressure confirms who I'm in. If it resists you, it's because you're built for it.
comfort speaks here, no gentle sign, only weight on the chest, teaching time.
I didn't learn from ease or applause. I learned when breath felt tight, when every option narrowed down to standing or losing the fight. Pressure didn't ask permission, it arrived exacting cold, testing every weak assumption, every promise I once sold. I thought strength meant resistance, pushing hard without control, until pressure showed me fractures hidden deep inside the mold. Every crack revealed a lesson, every strain exposed a flaw. Not to shame me or to end me, but to show me what to draw away. Reveals what words conceal, pressure shows what's real. Pressure is the teacher, it doesn't lie, it strips the mess you try to hide. Pressure is the teacher, cold and exact, it trains the mind before the act. Pressure is the teacher, it stays near. Pressure is the teacher, becomes clear. I watched others curse the pressure, call it unfair, call it wrong, but avoidance breeds collapse and complaint never lasts long. I chose to study every moment where resistance met demand, because friction leaves information if you're willing to understand. The way sharpened my attention, forced my focus into place. Every second under tension reshaped my inner pace. I noticed patterns forming slowly between thought, action, and return. What I held with consistency began quietly to earn. Focus feeds what grows, the mind decides what shows. Pressure is the teacher, no excuse, it exposes intent in use. Pressure is a teacher, no delay, answers true right away. Pressure is a teacher, unkind until discipline aligns. I learned pressure doesn't break you, it magnifies what's there. If discipline is absent, chaos fills the air. If patience lacks structure, impulse takes the lead. Pressure doesn't create weakness, it reveals what you feed. So I trained under silence, no audience, no relief, letting repetition carve belief where doubt used to speak. Each cycle strengthened awareness, each failure taught restraint. Pressure stopped being punishment when I stopped calling it pain. No mercy, no blame, just feedback in flame. I learned how expectation shapes reality without forcing or demand. The more stable my posture, the more the world began to stand. Not because luck intervened or favor chose my side, but because consistency rewrote what I supplied. Pressure refined my perception, slow reaction to response. I stopped swinging at shadows and started choosing my stance. What once felt overwhelming now felt precise and fair. Pressure didn't grow lighter, I simply grew prepared. Still mine, clear sight, pressure bends to right. Pressure is the teacher, it stays until behavior changes ways. Pressure is the teacher, no rest, it trains endurance, not request. Pressure is the teacher, defined it rewards alignment and time. My pressure is the teacher, defined it rewards alignment and time. I stopped craving easy days, they taught me nothing true. I learned more from constraint than from comfort ever knew. Pressure demanded structure and I answered with control. I gave discipline direction and patience took its role. The way respected boundaries when I stopped trying to flee. Stopped chasing resistance when I learned how to be. I noticed how outcomes follow those who stayed exact. Not emotional or reactive, but precise in every act. Reaction drains, command remains. Pressure obeys, train. Pressure is the teacher, calm and slow. It shapes direction you don't know. Pressure is the teacher, still near when still intention is clear. Pressure is the teacher, by design it reflects what's held inside. Now pressure is the teacher, by design it reflects what's held
treats me daily, but it doesn't intimidate. It recognizes discipline and adjusts its weight. I don't rush outcomes, I don't force the door. I let alignment handle timing like it's done before. What I focus on expands without words or plea. Pressure simply organizes what I choose to see. I don't ask for easier paths, I ask for sharper sight. Cause pressure is only cruel when you refuse to fight. Pressure is the teacher, calm and slow. It streams the lection you don't know. Pressure is the teacher, call the rest. It turns experience into form. Pressure is the teacher, still here until mastery appears. Pressure is the teacher. Hurts and never left. I just learned how to listen.
No lights stay on for this. No hands will clap. If you walk this path, you walk it intact. I learned early that silence weighs more than noise that fades overnight. That the loudest victories often ride, while quiet ones sharpen the fight. No one cheered when I chose restraint over comfort, over ease. No one noticed the nights I stayed still while doubt begged me to release. I watch the world reward shortcuts and confuse attention with proof, but attention is fickle and hungry. It feeds and abandons the truth, so I built something invisible while others chase sound and shine. I stayed loyal to repetition and let time recognize. No echo, no praise, just pressure shaping my day. Strength without applause doesn't ask to be seen, it grows in the dark. Sharp and clean, strength without applause holds its ground. It doesn't need noise to make a sound. Strength without applause still remains when the lights disappear and the room feels plain. I learned discipline doesn't announce when it enters the room. It works quietly in the background, turning patience into a weapon you assume. I stopped measuring progress by approval and nods. Started watching alignment between actions and thoughts. Every thought became deliberate, every word learned its weight. I noticed the world leaned closer when I focused instead of debated. Nothing mystical, nothing sudden, just patterns responding to intent. What I rehearsed internally became the environment I was sent. Attention pulls, reality bends. What you sustain extends. Strength without applause is calm, not loud. It doesn't beg for approval from the crowd. Strength without applause stays exact. It moves with purpose, not react. Strength without applause is precise. It doesn't need witnesses to rise. There were moments my resolve cracked, but never enough to collapse. I learned the difference between bending and letting go of the map. I stopped explaining my vision to ears that only hear doubt, because clarity grows fragile when it's constantly laid out. The strongest phases of growth happened unseen, unrecorded, when effort stacked in silence and patience stayed coordinated. I learned momentum doesn't scream, it hums, it repeats, and over time repetition turns resistance obsolete. No audience, no reward, just standards I can't ignore. I trained myself to find value in effort with no return, because endurance is built when nothing external confirms. I notice how outcomes follow those who hold form the longest. Not the fastest, not the loudest, but the ones who remain honest. I stay consistent when motivation faded, stay still when impulse screamed, because what I fed daily began feeding back my dreams. The world mirrored my posture without explanation. A sign what I carried internally started reflecting in time. No change, no plea, stability attracts what should be. No strength, no plea, stands alone. It doesn't fracture when unknown. Strength without applause recognition. Stop demanding proof. I trusted alignment would speak in a language immune to truth. I watched doubt lose its authority when ignored consistently, because fear survives on attention, not inevitability. I replaced reaction with observation, impulse with delay, and learn how control reshapes outcomes in subtle ways. Nothing flashing, nothing forced, just precision applied. And slowly the space around me started to comply. What you expect, you invite. What you embody ignites. Straight without applause, a move that doesn't crumble. Without remove. Straight without applause, holds form, it isn't dependent on storm. Straight without applause is complete, it doesn't require a seat. Now I move with quiet certainty, not hard and just clear. I don't need validation to know why I'm here. The pressure still shows up daily, but it recognizes restraint, because strength that's self-governed doesn't need to explain. I don't reject desire, I just place it in line, so it serves intention instead of wasting time. What once needed approval now stands on its own, because real power stabilizes when grown alone. Hold straight without applause, final state, unbothered by absence or weight. Strength without applause stays aligned, what's disciplined inside defines. Strength without applause endures what's built in silence, secure. Strength without applause, if no one sees it, it still counts.